All right, pressing continue in 3, 2. Actually, no. Greetings and welcome back, gentles and ladiesmen, to a surprise playthrough here on the GIMP Mavericks. Today we're going to be playing one of my favorite collectathons, Spyro the Dragon.
Yeah.
This isn't Banjo-Kazooie.
Yeah, this isn't Banjo 3E.
Oh.
This isn't Banjo Nuts and
Looks
and
like I'm going to need to clear out my save slot first, or we'll go with this one. There we go, because we want to see the cutscenes, everybody, right?
Yeah, we do.
Edit that into a fart cloud coming behind him. I'll go easy on that stuff. Okay, what the hell?
Can you guys tell that this is a pre-rendered cutscene? Because it looks like fucking shit.
Not from our angle.
For a Dragon's Age, we now have 12.
Yeah, so basically we just wrapped up recording Shadow Generations, and it only took us an hour to finish the game, so we're like, well, we're all here, we might as well keep recording. So,
hey, it's a CRT, yes!
Fuck yeah, CRT. More like
More like a CRV, am I right?
More like Crash Team Racing.
And is no threat to the Dragon Kingdom. No threat! Besides, he is ugly. Ugly? That does it!
Is this like a remake of the original? What is this?
Yeah,
this is a remake, yeah.
Look at those old memes, the demotivational posters he has on his wall.
Yeah.
Looks like I've got some things to do.
I don't remember this from the. I don't remember this from
the
the
original.
Game.
Spyro is voiced by the Taco Bell dog. He's like, looks like I've got some things to do.
Yo quiero
No, actually, he says it like
Taco Bell.
Yo quiero Taco Bell. But he's actually like, looks like I've got some things to do.
Looks like I've got some things to do.
That's what he sounds like in the original game. Right.
Who's the guy that plays Alan Grant in Jurassic Park? Sam Nielsen?
Yeah,
or is it
Sam Neill.
Sam Neill, yeah. Sounds like him trying to give an American accent.
I'm going after him.
Like, yo quiero gems.
All I can tell you.
I mean, it's time to some things to do.
One
We're just
dragon.
collecting a shitload. It's time to collect a shitload of gems.
Yep.
So I guess you can say
this
this is a gem of Mikey's.
I'm trying to refamiliarize myself with controls. So I'm used to Sonic at the moment. Yeah, but
There was a period of time my parents rented out. Well, my mom. When my parents first split up, I lived in this rental house. And across the street, there's this elderly grandma who would occasionally have her grandson over. She'd watch him for a while. But he had this is how I got to play a lot of Mikey games. So I actually played a little bit. Because he had Ratchet and Clank, he had Spyro the Dragon, some other. He had Sly Cooper, like all those 3D platformers that Mikey likes.
Yeah.
I played those at. Bless you.
Thank
I
you.
had those. I played those at his place, even though he was like 3 or 4 years younger than me. And when you're 10, that's a world of difference.
yeah.
But no, it was a lot of fun. This old grandma was very unhealthy, and when you could blow your fire at the flowers and burn them, she was like the most offended that a person could be. she's like, purple man, tie him by the ears and chop his head off.
She was fine with chopping
flowers.
people's head off. She wasn't fine with burning flowers. That was a bridge too far.
She knew it was a video game, but like she's trying to be funny about it too, because she was like so offended that this video game pixelated dragon would burn Jeebus's flowers.
Jeebus.
Every time Mikey laughs really hard, I can only imagine what it's like because
Discord cuts it out.
Discord cuts it out.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Alright, now, for some reason, Spyro 1 in this collection only has fixed loading times, no matter what platform you're on. This is something I discovered when I did the review 100 years ago.
What?
You did a review?
Fixed loading times?
Yeah, so the second and third games, because I have an M2 drive, they will load the levels immediately. But for Spyro 1, the load times are fixed for some reason in this collection.
That means it's very easy to edit in a big, long fart, and you can just copy and paste them between every load scene.
I hope you'll forgive me, folks, but I'm a little out of practice with this game because I haven't played it in a while.
That's fine. Nobody needs a clean playthrough.
So,
Yeah, it's
Alonzo,
alright. It's
what's
like
your
Ethan.
experience with this franchise?
I played 3.
Sure.
My older sister used to love these games too. All I would ever do is watch her, but even then,
Okay.
I wasn't focused on it as much as I was when I watched her play like Silent Hill or Dino
Yeah.
Crisis.
Thank you,
you
Alonzo.
can't run like a bun in this game, unfortunately.
Yeah.
No,
So
don't
I
care
have
what
no
kind of
idea
fun,
what this
just
game is
run,
all about,
run,
even though
run.
I watched my sister play it a lot too.
No, yeah, I played a lot of Spyro 3. This was before I even knew there was like
The
a
best one, by the way.
Oh, yeah, a 1 or 2.
Year of the
Year of the
Year
Dragon.
of the Dragon.
Because there was no number on it, so I'm just thinking, oh, okay, cool. I'll play this, and I played a shit ton of it, and that's where my first game that I completed 100%, and that's where I found out, like, oh, the reward was just this cutscene of a dragon burping.
of a dragon burping.
Yeah,
Mikey's
that's
editing
the-
the spoiled ending right now.
Yeah, I've done it before because I have footage of it just saved in my drive, but yeah. Yeah, that's the... Because it's funny because Alonzo described that in our Uncharted playthrough.
Year of the Dragon's completion
This will be the finale part,
reward
by the
was
way,
very,
guys.
was very
This will be the
for disappointed.
yeah, like where the little baby dragon just burps.
I'm like, I spent most of my life playing this game and finally beating it for this. Oh wow.
And then I realized that, oh yeah, that is the 100%, 103% ending of that game, isn't it? And I hadn't realized that it had traumatized Alonzo's childhood, so... Because I grew up with the handheld games. My first Spyro game was Enter the Dragonfly for the GameCube, which is
Right.
an infamously
the
bad
terrible
game.
one?
Yeah, but I didn't know that at the time because I was like 8 years old, 9 years old. I was just in elementary school.
Kids are resilient.
And I also played the Game Boy Advance games, so that would be Season of Ice, Season of Fire, and Attack of the Rhinox, which are underrated Spyro games. I'm just gonna throw that out there. Season of Ice a little less so, but the other two are very good and worth checking out. You just have to give them a fair chance, everybody. Relax.
Don't tell me what to do.
But or don't threaten me with a good time, as Alonzo always says.
Yeah.
But
I'm gonna fart in the microphone again if you don't shut up.
but yeah, so I didn't play the original trilogy until I was in my teen years. I might have been like 15, 16. That's when I first emulated them, the PlayStation versions, because obviously this version didn't exist back then. That was, yeah, and that was before I had a PlayStation or any Sony consoles. Actually, it was back when I was.
That was when he was a self-proclaimed Luigi fan.
That was a little bit for my original Luigi's Mansion review. That has aged very badly.
You've aged very badly, am I right?
Who has
Heck
aged
yeah.
badly? What?
You.
Yes, that is objectively true. But, yeah. Yeah, but these games are, I mean, it's hard to explain the appeal of them if you don't like collectathons, but as far as collectathons go, I would say this trilogy contains probably the best ones ever made, honestly. Because they, a lot of them have, like, really awkward pacing to them. Like Super Mario 64, you get kicked out of the levels every time you get a star. And in this game, you get a dragon, you just get to keep playing. like Banjo-Kazooie. These games have a better camera than Banjo-Kazooie. They have better platforming controls. And they have better level design, honestly, because like they managed to find the earlier levels are a little more open-ended, but as this game moves along, they start to linearize a bit, become more like traditional challenge-based platformers, but still have some open-endedness and secret paths and secret areas with hidden gems and stuff. It's just like Ethan, you were talking about how much fun you had exploring in Goof Troop to make sure you didn't miss anything, and that's what these games are all about like looking for secret gems hidden in places and trying to get 100% or 101%, I think. Yeah.
Genuinely,
I
I like looking for shit sometimes, but I don't like collecting shit. Because I
So,
hate
yeah,
missing something. God!
Uh-huh.
What the hell is this thing you're chasing? Can you
That's
turn
a
that
thief.
cloud into a fart cloud easily?
It's gonna be a pain in the ass to edit, and you know it. I do want to note real quick that the Reignited trilogy might be the best looking game I've ever played. I love how these remakes look, like the visual style of it, where it manages to find. It's an Unreal Engine game, so that goes a long way because those Unreal Engine games look fantastic, even on the Switch. Not this game on the Switch, but you know, like Pikmin 4 was Unreal, and so was Brothership. Those both look excellent for Switch.
More like Brothership.
I love how the grass looks. I love the pastel colors. I like all the animations because, like, you know, the original game's great and all, but
there aren't even any smiley faces on the clouds. What the fuck?
oh yeah, this ain't no Marion Triple Brothers game.
It's a bad game. 2 out of 10.
Bad game. 12
Well,
out of 10.
practice you'll give me. Okay, I'm missing
that's
2
not how
more.
scores work.
I
That's
make
not
the
how
score.
scores.
I make the score.
Don't threaten me with a good time, am I right?
Or you could.
Mikey, that was a callback to Mikey. He didn't laugh. Fuck! He
Like he didn't laugh at his own joke.
He
What a
didn't even laugh
weenie.
once. Way to sniff your own
Come here
fart, huh?
once. My grandma, who unfortunately passed away this year, her catchphrase was, "Come here once."
Come here once. My grandma used to call, because I was a small child who loved his Game Boy Color so much that I took it with me everywhere I went. My grandma was like, come on, get your Playboys.
Ethan loved his colors.
She called it a Playboy.
A Playboy station.
Oh yeah. Well, make sure that you use the exit pad for at least one of the levels in this world. Otherwise, the boss won't open.
Why?
Because, like, normally you can just leave the level through the menu or whatever. For some reason, they felt the need to... unless if you use that exit pad specifically to leave the level once you're finished with it, the boss door won't open. I don't know why they thought that was necessary, but...
Why haven't we played Mega Man Maverick Hunter on this show yet?
Maverick Hunter X? The
Maverick
remake?
Hunter.
The PSP game?
The one that got canceled 12 years ago.
Oh.
Into prehistoric glaciers? Oh, that.
So this game sort of has a subtext of all of the dragons teaching, the older dragons teaching Spyro, you know, how to be an adventurer. And his arc is sort of maturing slightly because he's kind of a bratty little kid in this game. Yeah. It's pretty simple, but, you know.
He's a bratty kid.
Simple?
Does he like Taco Bell?
Well, in this game, in the remake, he's voiced by SpongeBob. Like he was in the second and third games, he's also voiced by Tom Kenny, but in the original, it was Carlos Alasraki or something.
Carlos Alos Rocky.
Alasraki.
Rest in peace, Tom Kenny.
A-lister. He died?
Yeah, and I'm sure that you, Int32, is going to get on my case for pronouncing that wrong, but I tried my best, gosh darn it.
Mikey knows a thing or two about pronunciation, I tell you what.
I tell you. Pronunciations for chumps.
Pronunciates for chumps.
Mikey, you know what to do.
Protrusions are for chumps.
Looks like I'm going to have to dig out my After Effects again.
What, just to add a
Just to do
Fart
motion
cloud?
tracking on the fart cloud that's going to be moving behind his butt the whole time when he does the loop-to-loop.
At least it'll be the same each time.
Oh, don't... Are you...
He's
Nice
lanky.
mustache. He looks like Mikey.
He's French.
Well, yeah, but he's tall and skinny. That doesn't look like me at all.
He's not. Mikey's not French either.
That's
Yeah,
true.
he's your man.
Actually, I do have a very tiny amount of French DNA in me, but not to any significant degree.
I mean, I found out that I have a bit of Scandinavian in me.
Some games have this thing, especially with collectibles, where you have to like go out of your way to walk into every single one of them. But what's nice about this game is Sparks will actually pick up things if they're close enough to you. So you get a little bit of wiggle room for things to kind of magnetize to you, which is nice.
By pressing the jump button at the very top of your jump.
Thank you, Mr. Dragon.
You have 9 lives.
And another thing that Abif showed me, the original PlayStation versions of these games technically have DualShock support, so they have analog. But what I didn't notice for the longest time until Abif pointed it out to me is that they're actually emulating the D-pad on the analog stick. So it feels like real analog, but it's just the D-pad controls transplanted to the analog stick. They didn't put real analog controls in the original, but so that's actually something they fixed in this version.
I mean, interesting. So you can only move it like a 45-degree angle?
No, it actually is really interesting how they did it, where...
Oh, wow. Alonso's been a gassy goat today.
I don't know if you guys have ever played Super Mario 64 DS for the Nintendo DS, but it works very similar to that game, where when you point on the D-pad, it basically sets a target that you move towards, and then you kind of interpolate towards that target. Why can't I make this glide? This is the easiest thing.